What's behind Dane? Oh, it's 3 fucking points. That's what's in the advent calendar today. Get up there, John Joe Shelby. Get up there, VAR. Good morning on this fine Friday. Well, obviously last night Newcastle beat Sheffield United, but we can't rest on our laurels. Third game in a week approaching in just over 48 hours. Southampton on Sunday, 2 PM at St James's Park. And when these run of fixtures came out, and we had the 3 in the week, we had City last week, obviously, early kick-off on the Saturday, Sheffield United on the Thursday, and Southampton on the Sunday. I'll be honest with you, I think we got asked the question on one of the Keg and Renty show in the Q&A how many points we're going to get, and I said 1 or 3. I think we'll probably get a draw maybe against Southampton, get beaten the other games, or get a win one there and get beaten the other. So we've already surpassed my expectations, 4 points on the board. But this is the crunch game for me, because a win against Sheffield United means nothing if we don't get a result against Southampton. Even a draw, but let's be honest, we have to go for the win, because that is still one of our relegation rivals. They're 17th, we're 11th, tied 9th. But that's how crazy and tight the league is. We had Dan on from the Saints View, so make sure you check out his opposition insight. Great lad. But he was saying they're only 1 point behind us. That was obviously filmed before the Sheffield United game, when he sent it over, wasn't it, son? Now you're 4 points behind we. But that's how close it is. That's how, because if they win, then they obviously are only 1 point behind us. That closes the gap massively, and we'll be right in the thick of it. But if we get a win, we'll be top 10. We'll be top 10, and it'll be looking a lot prettier. But we can't get too carried away. We can't rest, because that's how mental the league is at the minute. I would say the top 5. It's just the next 15 plays or so are just completely up for grabs. It's nuts. But Southampton on Sunday, big game. We have got a tremendous record against Southampton at St James's Park. 1 defeat in nearly 25 years. I think it's about 23, 24 years. 1 defeat in that time. Came in around 2014, and then since then, always come through winners way back until 95, 96 season. Massive. One of the best teams to play at St James's Park. And last year we won 3-1. We seem to play them at vital times as well in the last couple of years under Rafa towards the end of the season. One of the last few home games, definitely around March time. So this time we're playing them a bit earlier. But it's just as important that we kick on now, and the lads give it the all, because they did try the hearts out again against Sheffield, which was so impressive after they did it against City. I thought Thursday night, we typically don't turn up in games like that. It was like Monday the other week against Villa. That's what we expect when Newcastle have those type of games. Outstanding the other night, took the chances, had the VAR crack, but worked their socks off now. Dubravka are unreal, even Almiron getting back, Manquillo, Andy Carroll getting back, Saint Maximin with his first goal. Let's hope Saint Maximin and Carroll are fit again to start, to be honest. I mean, it might be unlikely, because Saint came off as a sub and he was hobbling. Bruce mentioned that he had a trouble with, obviously he came off with his ankle problem against City. He started, he had the ice pack around it when he left Bramall Lane on Thursday night. So will he start? I'd have to guess and say no, to be honest. Will Andy Carroll? Again, probably no, because he just played, 70 minutes of football. He couldn't even get on the bench against City. Wasn't fit enough for the squad, and then he's playing against Sheffield. But he didn't look out of touch. He looked totally match sharp, so that was great to see. And he made a massive difference. That game plan, honestly, you've got to give Brucey credit. Like, that game plan was to perfection, and you've got to do things that away from home. That's how you pick up points. And that was Rafa would be saying it was a tactical masterclass. So thumbs up, Brucey lad, for last night. But still a lot of proof. Still a long way to go in the season. But let's what will really get fans on the side is if come Sunday against Southampton, against a team we should be winning. Like I say, they've been stuck in the bottom 3 for months on end now. They've had back-to-back wins, which has dragged them to 17th, just outside the bottom 3. But they are definitely, obviously, in and around the relegation mix for this season. And they've got some great individual players, but this is a game where we need to go out there, dominate at home, not fucking 20% possession. Let's have some shots on target. We're starting to get there. Just basically the Bournemouth performance. That's what we need to see, but obviously a bit fresher, a bit quicker. But that'll be hard considering we only played last night. But a comfortable win in the sense of even a 2-1 or a 3-1. Like, stamp your authority on the game, because if we don't win this game, then it just gives our relegation rivals and teams around us. Newcastle still in the mix. We'll still get amongst them, because after the City and then beating Sheffield United, 2 really top teams at the minute in the Premier League, especially Sheffield in form, City obviously the champions, great players, great manager. Like, we've proved a point there, but it's got to continue on Sunday against Southampton. like I say, we had the Saints view on the Southampton FanTV channel, and he was picking out a couple of players, and I had to agree with him. You know, that Gineppo, who is impressed every time I've seen Southampton. I watched the Watford game last week, even his cheeky handball. He reminds us of a bit of a St. Maximin figure, you know, bursts of pace, bursts of energy, bit of trickery in there. They signed him as a winger from France in the summer. He's a decent player. I'd watch over him. Danny Ings seems fucking reborn. He's came out of nowhere again. He's banging him in, Danny Ings. So he's a dangerous one. The keeper pulled off some great saves against Watford when I seen it. You know, McCarthy. And they've got James Ward-Prowse, who didn't do the business for me on FIFA. Yeah, swap that cunt. If you haven't seen the Korean World Series, check it out. But Ward-Prowse always seemed to be a top midfielder for me. And he's always seemed to be on the verge of a big move, and then he just lacks that consistency or whatnot. But he's found it in recent weeks. Deadly from set pieces. But he isn't a John Joe Shelby, is he? Is he, fuck? So let's be honest, we're the better team. We're at home. Let's go out there. Let's get 3 points. My score prediction is 3-1 Newcastle. You know, I think I was on Dan's channel on Thursday before the Sheffield United game, and I was saying that this is a typical game for Newcastle to lose or not pick up all 3 points, and I tipped a 1-1 draw. But after seeing last night, I'm still buzzing. I'm still on a high. I'm going for a 3-1 or a 2-1, but I'm sticking at 3-1. Big 3-1 win. Almiron to get his first goal as well. How about that? How about that for your fucking Friday morning cuppa? Have a great weekend, everyone. See you on Sunday. If you want a fan cam, outside 9 bars as usual after the game. Subscribe to my channel TV and enjoy yourself.